This
start the recording.
conference will now be recorded.
Yeah, actually, here the point is, okay, just yeah. Actually, here the point is what? See, our main intention is creating the table. Okay, our main intention is creating the table. Okay, before going to create the table, what are the prerequisites we have? Okay, we need to know. See, if you want to create the table, first of all, we need to know how to create, what is the domain and how to create the domain. First of all, what is the domain and how to create the domain. Okay. Next, what is the data element? How to create the data element. Next, what is the structure and how to create the structure. See, in our previous class, we discussed how to create the domain. And a little bit we discussed about the data element. Once again, I will repeat that data element, then we people will go practical. Okay. Yeah. Actually, data element is also one of the data dictionary concept. Okay. And see, for what purpose we people are going to use the data element means it is used to provide the particular field information. Okay. See, it is used to provide the particular field information. That means what, for example, see here. What is the transaction code for the data dictionary, Andy? What is the transaction code for the data dictionary? Brother Kamlesh and Anusha Garu, Shambhavi Garu, and Uma Garu. Yeah.
C11.
So, yeah. So, here I'm going to show you one standard table. See, see here. Here you can see Kunar. Kunar means what? We don't know. What is this Kunar? Next is what is this land one? We don't know. What is this name one? We don't know. See, why we don't know these fields means so actually the SAP was completely developed in German language. SAP was completely developed in German language. If you know the German language, then you can identify the field, these fields meaning. But we don't know the German language. We don't know the German language. See, without knowing the German language, we people can identify what is the field. Okay, what is the particular field information? See here, the point is what Kunar means what? See here, Kunar means, see, first of all, we need to see the short description of the field. Kunar means it's nothing but customer number. It's a that field data type, that customer number is belongs to which data type? Character data type. Its length is what? 10 characters. Okay. Next, land one. Land one means what? It's a country key. Land one means what? It's a country key. So what is the data type of that land one? See, character. Length is what? 3. Okay, length is what? 3. Here the point is how, see here how we people are getting this particular field information is okay, with the help of the short description and data type and length. Based on the length, data type, short description, we people are identifying the particular field information of this table, right? See, if you want to create the, if you want to provide the information, that means if you want to provide the data type and the length and the short description for this field, how we people can provide? How we people can provide means yes, with the help of the data. For each and every field, we need to create the data element. For each and every field, we need to create the data element. For each and every field, okay, for each and every field we need to create the data element. See here, for Kunar there's a field data element. For land one, see here, and see in interview point of view there may be chance to ask this question. The field name and the data element name should be same or different. 100%. Okay, the see field name and the data element name should be okay. Should not be same, should not be different. Okay, should not be same, should not be different. That means so. See, here the point is so that's your choice. If you want to give the same name of the data element, you can give. If you see here, you can see the land one. Here you can see the for this field data element is Okay, LAN1 underscore ZP. That means here what? Here the data element name should be same or different. Okay, that's not a problem. Okay, and see here, what is the data element here? What is the data element? Data element is nothing but it's a combination of the domain. Domain means what? Say data type and length. Data type, see data type plus data type length short description. See here the point is what? Domain plus short description. Domain means what? What is a domain? Domain is nothing but it's a combination of the data type length. Okay. Now see here the data element is what? It's a combination of the domain and short description. Here the domain is nothing but it's a data type and length. Okay, clear? Up to this clear or having any doubt? Up to this clear or having any? Now did you now did you people get the point? What is the purpose of the data element? Okay, see for each and every field you need to create the data. For what purpose? To identify all these fields, what is what? To identify the field information, 100% we need to create the data. Okay, and see in interview point of view there may be a chance to ask this question: can we create that? Okay, see can we create the can we create that field without data element? Can we provide the information? Can we provide the information for the particular field without data? Okay, let's see. Okay, see first of all, if you want to create the data element, first of all, if you want to create the data element, you try to select the data type radio button. Just try to select the data type radio button. Then after you try to give the data element name. Okay, see, I'm going to specify ZST ID, for example. Okay, ZST ID. Okay, and then click on create button. When I click on create button, it is asking a small pop-up was arised and it is asking us which one you need to create. Data element, structure or table type. Currently we people are okay. Currently we people are going to discuss the data element. Currently we people are going to discuss the data element. So we need to select the radio button data element. So we need to select the radio button data element. Then click on continue button. If you click on continue button, then you can see, okay, if you click on the continue button, then you can see inside of the data element. So here this is the inside screen of the data element. So here as per the client requirement, sorry, as per the syntax, as per the syntax, so data element means what? It's a combination of the domain plus a short description. That means this one, domain and short description. And see in this data element screen, you can see 4 tabs: attributes, data types, other characteristics, and field labels. See among this, see here in these 4 tabs, among these 4 tabs, data element tab is the default tab. Data element tab is the default tab. Okay. See in this data element tab, you just try to provide the domain. Which domain you created, just try to provide that domain. Okay, you just try to provide the short description, just provide the domain. Okay, clear the point. Up to this clear? See, I'm going to provide the short description now first. See here, okay. Sales document identity number. Now you can see ZSD underscore ID means it's a sales document identity number. It's a sales document identity number. Now we need to provide the domain. See here the point is what is Z, okay, sample domain. This domain just I provided, click on enter. This domain was already created. This domain was already created. Which domain we create? Okay, see here the point. Here the point is what? If you want to create the data element, domain is must and should. So first we create the domain. Okay, which domain we created? We just provided. Once you provide the domain, click on enter. Then you can see the data type and length of the domain. See here. Now can you observe here? What is this ZSD underscore ID? See, it's nothing but say sales document identity number. Its a data type is character. Its length is 30. Okay, got the point. This what is see here? This data element is ZSD underscore ID. What is the meaning of this ZSD underscore ID? It's nothing but it's a sales document identity number. It's a data type is character. Its a length is 30. How we got this data type and length means yes. Okay, but through that domain. If you want to create the data element, 100% you need to provide the data domain. 100% you need to provide the domain. Okay, clear the point up to this clear?
Clear, Anil.
Up to this clear.
Clear.
And
Clear.
see, okay, and I just to provide the domain. And I just to provide the domain. And see here, you can see predefined type and reference type. See, if I say honestly, we need to create the, if you want to create the data element, 100% domain is required. Without domain also we people can create. Just before I said the interview question, can we create the data element without domain or not? Yes, 100% we people can create the data element without domain. How means by choosing this predefined type or reference type. By choosing this predefined type or reference type. If I say honestly, we should not see, if you choose the predefined type, you can specify normally data type and length directly. Directly will specify. See here, the important point is we should not create the data element without domain. It's 100% wrong. There is a chance to create the data element without domain. There is a chance to create the data element without domain. How means with the help of predefined type or reference type. We people can create the data element without domain. Okay, there is a chance to create, but the point is we should not approach that way. We should not go this way. We should not go. Always as per the ABAP coding standards. We are the ABAP consultants. That means we are ABAP programmers. If you wants to develop anything as per the client requirement, while developing the program or any object, 100% we need to follow ABAP coding standards. As per the ABAP coding standards only, we need to develop the program or object, anything. As per the ABAP coding standards, if you want to create the data element, okay, you 100% with the help of the domain only we need to create it. 100% we need to create the data element with the help of the domain only. There is a chance without domain also you can create, but it's illegal. It's illegal. For example, brother Kamlesh and Anusha Garu and Sambhavi Garu and Uma Garu. A small example. For example, we 5 people are the employees. Okay. And see, every month we people are getting the salary from our companies. Okay. So for example, I'm getting, I'm getting 10 rupees money. See, if I'm getting 10 rupees money means I can spend that money. I can spend that money in front of anyone because that money is the legal money. I earned that money legally. You people also see, for example, brother Kamlesh, you are getting 1 lakh rupees, and Anushagar, you are getting 1 lakh. And see, you 4 people are getting 1 lakh rupees every month. Okay, that 1 lakh rupees you can spend in front of anyone because it's a legal money. It's a legal money. Okay, you are getting that money after the deductions only. You are getting that amount, 1 lakh. Okay, you people are earning 1 lakh per month, but there is a thief. There is a thief. That guy also earning money. For example, per month he is earning 2 lakhs. Okay, he is earning 2 lakhs. See, that guy, whatever the amount he earned per month, the thief, whatever the okay, through the robberies, the thief can earn 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs something. That Okay, that guy, that thief, he can't spend his money in front of all the people. If he wants to spend, if he want to spend that money, okay, he will hesitate to spend. He need to spend that amount secretly. He can't spend that amount publicly because that's a robbery money. It's a illegal money. But we people, sir, can spend the money publicly, okay, in front of anyone, because we people are earning the money legally, but that thief earned the money illegally. Okay, the same thing here. Creating the data element with the help of the domain is legal. That means, as per the above coding standards, we need to create the data element with the help of the domain only. It's illegal. Okay. If you create the data element without the domain, that means they have predefined type or reference type, it's illegal. So here the point is, we should not create the data element without a domain. Why means, as per the above coding standards, if you create the data element with the help of the domain, okay, you won't get any any problems in further concepts, in further objects. That's why always we need to create the data element with the help of the domain only. Okay, clear? Did you people get the point? Up to this clear or having any doubt? Brother Kamalesh and Anisha Garu
Clear.
and Shamil Garu and Uma Garu. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Yeah.
Get the point? Okay. Next, see here. Now, attributes. Attributes is nothing but technical information. Who is going to see? Who is going to do the changes here? My username, today's date, and further characteristics. Here, the further characteristics are nothing but, see, while creating the data element, this tab is not required. This tab is not required. Why means, we have a concept search help. In the coming classes, we people will see. At that time only we people will discuss. But while creating the data and further characteristics tab is not necessary for us. Okay. The next, field labels. Field labels is nothing but just like a short description. Just like a short description. Here the point is, here you can say short, medium, long heading. Okay, that means you need to provide the short length, medium length, long heading. Okay. That means this length, how you need to provide means based on the domain length. Within that length only you need to specify. More than that length we should not we should not exceed that more than length. Okay, even if you not provide the length and field labels, so the data element will create, no problem. But as per the above coding standards, try to create the every data element. Okay, try to create the data element, every data element through providing the field labels information. That's very good. Even if you not provide the data here, 100% it will get a data element will be created 100%. But if you not provide the data here, okay, if you not provide the data here, we have a concept TMG. We have a concept TMG. In that TMG concept, we people will use a data element. There in the TMG concept, we people will get the problem. So if you not provide the labels here, if you not provide the labels here, there is another concept TMG. In that TMG concept, we people will utilize the data elements. If you not provide the field labels here you won't get any error. 100% you won't get any error. But where you get the problem is in TMG concept you will get the problem. That's why it's just, if you are interested you can provide it. Otherwise take it right, no problem. See here the length is what here 30, right? Within that 30. See here I'm going to provide 10. Okay, see here ST ID. Next 15. Sales doc ID. Next 20. Sales document ID. Next 30. Sales document identity number. That's enough. So like this you can specify. Okay, save it. See, I'm going to save locally. Now check it. See here, no inconsistency is found. That means what? There is no error in this data element creation. There is no error. Now click on activate it. On continue. This is the way of creating the data element. This is the way of creating the data element. Okay. Up to this clear? Up to this clear?
Yes, clear. Anil, I have a question.
Sure, sure.
Hello.
Tell me, brother. Tell me. Waiting for your question.
Okay, so Anil, in SAP, you have a master data, you have a transaction data, you have a
Yeah,
configuration
brother.
data.
Yeah,
Hello.
brother. Wait. Master data, transaction data. Those will come maybe in tomorrow's class. I will explain in that one in tomorrow's class, because before going to discuss the table creation, we people will discuss that one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the point is, if you have any doubt regarding this data element, now you can ask me, because whatever the concept you ask me, that's a future concept. We people will discuss in tomorrow's class maybe. Okay. So you don't need to worry. Yeah. You people have any doubt in this data element? In this data element or domain? Any doubts? Anusha garu and Shambhavi garu and Uma garu. Clear and ఏం doubts ఉన్నాయా? Yeah. అమ్మ అనుష నీకు అండ్ ప్లస్ ఉమా గారు మీకండి ఎనీ డౌట్స్ అండి?
Nothing, sir.
Yeah, okay. See here, the point is a small information I will tell. That is, if you want to create the data element, before that, you need to create the domain. That means you need to go back and you need to select here and you need to create it. Okay. And a small information is, if you want to create the data element, you need to provide the domain. If you want to provide the domain, which domain you will provide, that domain should be okay. That domain we need to create first before creating the data. Yes, that's okay. But every time creating the data element is creating the domain is okay. If you want, while creating the data elements, you need to create the different types of domains. Every time you need to go back, every time you need to select this one. It's very hard, right? It's very complex, right? So if you want to create the data element, instead of the data element also you can create the domain. You don't need to create the domain first. See, in our previous class I said how to create the domain. Now I'm going to say how to create the data element. Instead of the data element, we need to provide the domain. If you know, see, if you already create the domain, you can provide. If you not create the domain, okay, yes, no need to go back to create the domain. Here onwards also you can create. How means yes. For example, see here. For example, this is my domain name. I just click on enter button. When I click on enter button, see, if you get this pop-up, see here, I've got this information pop-up. What it is saying here, no active domain. That means, see here, this is the domain name. No active domain available. That means what? This domain was not created. This domain was not in SAP. So what we need to do? We need to create. How we people see, if there is no domain, okay, there is no data type and there is no length for the domain. If you get this like empty, then this domain was not created. So if the domain is not created, you don't need to go back to create the domain. Here onwards also you can create the domain. Here onwards also you can create. How means yes. Double click on it. See, just to double click on the domain. Then what it is saying, do you want to save the before? See, yes, I'm going to do the changes, right? So I'm going to changes. So I'm going to save. See, it is asking, see, inside of the data element, I'm going to create the domain. See, it is asking, this domain is not existed. So you need to create, yes. Once you click on yes, so now see, inside of the data element, I'm going to create the domain. Okay, inside of the data element, I'm going to create the domain. See here now, short description, sample domain creation. See, character. for example 30. Okay, now you can save it, check it, activate it. Okay, yeah, enter validity name something for character, singular, not double R. Save, check it. Okay, see, activate it, click on enter, then go back. Now see here, we created, right? So here the point is what, if you create the domain already, you can provide. If you not create the domain, you don't need to go back expressly to create the domain. Here onwards, so just try to provide the domain and double click it. Through the double click, you can create the domain inside of the data. Clear up to this? Clear, brother Kamlesh and Shambhaviji and Anushaji and Umaji, if you are clear or having any doubt.
It's clear.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is the way of creating the domain. This is the way of creating the domain. Okay. Now see here. Now the next one is structure. Now the next one is structure. Structure. See, what is a structure? What is a structure? What is a structure? Actually, a structure is nothing but, okay, actually a structure is nothing but collection of particular okay, a structure is nothing but a collection of particular fields. Collection of particular fields is called structure. Collection of particular fields is called structure. For example, see here, door number, street name, next area name, next city, next district, okay, next state, next country, next pin code. See, all these fields are related to which fields? Address related fields, right? All these fields are related to address. All these fields are related to address. See, if anybody asks you what's your address, means we people will start door number onwards, right? My door number, something, my street name, my area name, my city, my district, my state, my country, my pin code. Okay. So see here, if you see here, the point is what? If you specify these particular fields at a particular location, if you specify these particular fields at a particular location, that is the address structure. It's an address structure. Okay. And the next one is okay, see here, observe here. Customer number, customer name, customer type, customer category, customer department ID. See, if you specify all these particular customer related fields at a particular location, that is nothing but customer structure. Customer structure. Right? Clear the point? See here, the structure is nothing but the collection of the particular fields. Which particular fields means, see here, if you specify the particular fields which is related to particular information, for example, all these are belongs to address related fields. If you specify all these fields at a particular location, that's address structure. All these fields belongs to customer. So if you specify all these fields at a particular location, that's a customer structure. Okay, clear the point? For example, see here, Next, manager ID, manager name, okay. Manager designation. Next, manager category. See, if you specify these particular fields at a particular location, that is a manager structure. Okay, did you people get the point? What is the structure? Did you
Yes.
people get the point? What's the structure? Okay, brother
Yes.
Kamalesh and Uma Garu and Anusha Garu, Shyam clear?
Yeah,
Yeah. See
collections of
now,
fields.
Yes, sir.
collection of yeah. See here, collection of the particular fields. Okay, so here the point is what? Now let's we go how to create the structure. Okay. See now till now what we discussed domain data element. Now structure. Once we complete the structure creation, then only we people can able to create the table. Okay. Now see here. Going back. See if you want to create the structure, you please okay. If you want to create the data element, you need to select the data type. If you want to create the structure, you need to select the data type. See here, I'm going to provide Z address editor info. Once again. Yeah. See here, here the point is okay. Here the point is see. Just try to click on create button. When you when I click on create button, it is saying okay, there's a already there is a structure already there is a structure on this object. So what I'm doing is something I'm changing the name. Click on create button. When I click on create button, when I click on create button, when I click on create button, a small pop-up was arisen and it is asking which one you need to create. Domain, sorry, which one you need to create? Data element, structure, or table type. See, as per the requirement, we need to create the structure. If you want to create the data element, you need to select this one. If you want to create the structure, you need to select the structure. Then click on button. Then click on continue. See, if you click on continue button, then you can see inside screen of the structure. Then you can see inside screen of the structure. Just try to provide the short description here. Here I'm going to provide address information. You can provide here address information. You can provide here address information. Once you provide the short description, you can see here 4 tabs here. Attribute tab, components tab, input help check, currency quantity fields. You can see 4 tabs here. Okay. See here in these 4 tabs, see here components tab. Components tab is nothing, fields tab. Components tab. Components tab is nothing but fields tab. It's a fields tab. Component is nothing but field. Okay. Component type is nothing but it's a data element. Okay. Component type is nothing but here data element. See here, component is nothing but field. Component type is nothing but data element. Component type is nothing but data. See, components tab is nothing but fields tab. Component is nothing but field. Please remember field. Okay. So here need to specify. Need to specify the field. See here, I'm going to specify. Okay. DR and NUM, for example. DR NUM means what? What is a DR NUM? Any idea?
Door number. Door number.
How you can say, brother?
Short text. DRNUM.
Where is the short text? No. For example, okay. Yeah. Now what is this? Now what is the meaning of this one? What is this, brother? Now what
As
is
per the
this?
as per the requirement.
No. You said okay. Just before you said door number. Okay. You said door number, but what is this? We don't know this one. Actually, dr underscore. Okay. Dr underscore NO also we don't know. What is this? We don't know. It may be German word. We don't know. It's a field. We don't know what is this. If you want to identify this field, see this field, data type, length, short description, we need to see. But here is no data. Here is no data means what? We can't identify what is this. We don't know. Okay, get the point with it?
Yes, Anil. Yes.
Okay. Now see here. See types. See here. You can see here types. Type refer to type box. Here in ABAP, we people use the types keyword. In ABAP on okay in advanced ABAP and in ABAP on HANA, we people use the type refer to. Type box is not related to us. Okay, no need to worry. It's related to other basis guys something. Okay, no need to worry. See now it specified types. See here component type. Here the component type means what? It's asking the data element. So see here I'm going to provide. If I see this is DRNO is a field. How we people can identify this field information through creating the data. So see here I'm going to create dt underscore NO. You can provide anything. Click on enter. When I click on enter, see what it is saying. dt underscore NO is not active. That means what? This data element was not created. This data element was not created. See, just before I said how to create the data. Just before I said how to create the data. See, if you want, see, just I'm saving. See, if you want to create the data element, you need to go back and you try to provide that. Okay, zdt underscore NO, then click on create it. Need to select. But brother, see, while creating the structure, if you want to create the data element, you no need to go back. See, just before I said, yesterday I said how to create the domain. Next today I said how to create the data element. Instead of the while creating the data element, I said how to create the domain inside of the data element through double click, right? We don't need to go back to create the domain, right? Similarly here also, if you want to create the data element, you don't need to go back to create the data element especially. Here onwards you can create. How means yes, double click here. Just see here, it is asking to okay, it was not existed. Create this. See, it is asking now. See, now please tell me which one I need to select.
Data element.
Here the point is we people are creating the data element inside of the structure. Remember that one. Click on continue. See here, door number and she domain you can provide. You can provide the domain. If there is no domain, yes, you can double click here onwards. Okay. If the domain is not here, okay, to create this domain, double click it. Okay, like that. See, I provided now saving. Maintain field labels. It's asking the maintain field labels. If you want to give, you can give. Otherwise, take it right. Previously I gave, now I'm not giving. Okay, no problem. I'm saving, checking, and activating. Every time you need to save, check, activate, and then go back. Now see here. Now can you please tell me what is the dr underscore NO? Dr underscore NO. See, select it. It's a short description. Is what door number. So data type is what? Character. Its length is what? 30. How we are getting this information? Okay, how we are getting, see, because of this data, we create this data element for this field. So that's why we are getting this information. Okay, did you people get the point?
Yes.
Anil. Yes.
Okay, now see here, let's we go the second one. For example, SR, okay, something, anything you can specify. Types. So here, ZSTR, for example, STR name. I click on enter button. When I click on enter button, see here, I got the information. When I click on enter button, I got the information. That means what? This data element was not created. If this data element was not created, you can see zeros, then you need to double click and you need to create it. Now see here, SR underscore name means what? It's a street name. So what's the data type? It's a character. So length is what? 20. Okay. So if it is created already, you can get. If you click on that enter button, you can see the data type and length, a short description. Okay. Now see here I'm going to say something. Type. See here, ZAR info. Click on enter. See, when I click on enter button, see here, AE name means what? It's an area name. So data type is character. Its length is 20. For example, see here. Click on enter. See, that means what? See here now. There is no, see, here 0 means what? This data element was not created. If the data element was not created, means what? We need to create the data element. We need to create the data element. How we people can create the data element? Yes, through double click here. See, inside of the data element, sorry, inside of the structure, I'm going to create the data element. See here, area name. Provide the domain. Okay, see, I'm going to provide Z sample info. Click on enter. When I click on enter, see, here observe the point. See, inside of this structure, I'm going to create the data element. Inside of the data element, okay, inside of the data element, I'm going to create the domain. Okay, clear the point. Inside of the data element, I'm going to create the inside of the structure, I'm going to create the data element. If I want to create the data element, I need the domain here. When I provide the domain name, that was not there. So first of all, I need to create the domain. Then after I need to create the data element. Then automatically, see here, the structure is nothing but a combination of the data elements. So structure is nothing but say data type and domain combination is called structure. Okay, see here. So here the point. Did you people get the point, brother Kamalesh and Anusha garu and Shambhavi garu and Uma garu? Clear andi? Adavutunda? You people are clear?
Yes, Anil. Yes.
Brother Kamalesh, 1 second, brother. Amma Anusha garu and Uma garu and Shambhavi garu.
Yeah,
Clear andi? Adavutunda? ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే అండి మనం డొమైన్ చెప్పాను, తర్వాత డేటా ఎలిమెంట్ చెప్పాను, తర్వాత స్ట్రక్చర్ చెప్తున్నా. ఓకే, అంటే ఈ స్ట్రక్చర్ లోపలే డొమైన్ డేటా ఎలిమెంట్ క్రియేషన్ కూడా చెప్పేస్తున్నా. మనం ఇట్లానే చేయాలండి ఆఫీస్ లో. ఓకే, ఫస్ట్ ఏంటంటే డొమైన్ ఎట్లా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి, డేటా ఎలిమెంట్ ఎట్లా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి చెప్పాను. ఆ క్రియేట్ చేసిన డొమైన్ డేటా ఎలిమెంట్ ని స్ట్రక్చర్ లో ఎట్లా యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోవాలి, డొమైన్ డేటా ఎలిమెంట్ ఇండివిజువల్ గా క్రియేట్ చేయకుండా స్ట్రక్చర్ లో డైరెక్ట్ గా ఎట్లా క్రియేట్ చేయాలి చెప్తున్నాను. ఓకే, యా బ్రదర్ హియర్ కమలేష్ బ్రదర్. Initially, what I said means how to create the domain individually, how to create the data element. Now I'm going to say how to create the structure how to create the structure inside of the data. See, how to create the data element domain inside of the structure. That means while creating the structure, how we need to create the domain and data element also I'm going to explain here. Okay, see, if you want to create the structure in Office, you need to follow this one. You don't need to go first to domain creations. You don't need to go for the data element creation. Instead of the structure, you can create it. Then we have that facility. Okay, yeah, click on the data element. See here, domain. See here, sample domain. See here, data type here. For example, okay, character 30. Now save. Check it. Activate. Click on it. We create the domain. Okay, inside of the data, we need to go back. Now see, you can see here. Now we are creating the data. Save it, check it, activate. Data element was created inside of the structure. We need to go back. Now we can see the information. Okay. See, in this way, we people can create a number of fields as per our client requirement. Okay. Now see here, city, for example, types Z city. Click on it. It's created. Next, district, types Z district. Click on enter. It's created. See, this is what a data element. This is a field. Field name you can specify anything, but the data element name should start with Z or Y. Don't forget. Otherwise, it will ask you the access key. Okay. So next, okay, state types Z state. Click on enter. It's not created. Double click it. See, state name, domain, save, check it, activate it. Now see here, you can see next, country, created. Next, pin code, it's created. It's a numeric. Okay. Next, address created date. Let's we go address created date. See, it's a plain thing. Date. Click on it. It's created. It's created. See, double click it. You can see here. The point is date domain. See here, dates data type and length is 8. Okay, that's it. See, in this way we people can create the number of fields. In this way we people can create the number of fields. Up to this, you people are clear or having any doubt? Up to this, you people are clear or having any doubt? Brother Kamlesh and Anushaji and Shambhaviji Umaji, clear?
Clear.
Now see, and one more thing here. And one more thing here, see which fields you will create here. The same fields will reflect in entry and help check and currency and quantity. But you can't do anything here because it's a grayed out mode. It's a display mode. You can't do anything. Which see in components tab, that means fields tab, which you will specify, which you will create, all those will reflect into currency and quantity. See here, you can see reference table and reference field. Okay, we have a separate scenario in future. We have a smart farms concept. There we have a separate scenario. There we people will discuss this reference table and reference field. Okay, because see here, if you want to display currency and quantity fields, 100% for those currency and quantity fields, we need to specify the reference table and reference field. I'll show you practically, then only you can understand, but nobody shows you in data dictionary because you people will get confusion. So that's why. Okay. So entry and help check. Here the entry and help check, you can see foreign key check table. These we people, when we people will discuss means, so once we complete the table creation, then we people will discuss, then we people will get these concepts. Okay. But see here, in structure, you need to create the fields like this up to this. That's it only. Okay. Clear the point? Okay. So I'm going to save it. When I click on the button, I won't get the error, but I will get the warning. See here, I got the warning here. What did see? This warning you will get in structure creation and table creation. This warning you will get in structure creation and table creation. Okay, this warning you will get in structure creation and table creation. This warning you will get in structure creation and table creation. Okay, see what is the warning? Is enhancement category. Enhancement category for the table or structure missing. See, for example, that means what is the meaning is, for example, we 5 people are working in the same project. I create this structure now. After 1 week, or else after 1 month, or else after 1 year, okay, you people got this. For example, Shambhaviji got the same requirement. Okay, see here, actually, I create this table after 1 month or 1 year. Okay, Shambhaviji got the same structure for her one requirement. That is, she need to add one field here. She need to add one field here. Okay, see how she will add the field. How she will add the field. Okay, in my structure, which is already created by someone. How she can add? If she wants to add, if she wants to add the structure inside of the table, if she wants to add the structure inside of the table, see, while creating this structure, I need to provide the option enhancement category. Okay, I need to provide the, okay, here while creating the structure 100%, you need to provide the enhancement category. If you not provide the enhancement category, other people, they can't enhance this table, this structure for the future needs. Okay, that's why. So see here how you can provide means to see, click on extras. In extras, you can see enhancement category. Click on continue. See here enhancement category. See, 100% we need to enhance this structure. 100%. So can be enhanced if is not required, because we are going to create a single structure. So if you are going to create the multiple structures, a structure within the structure is a one structure. If you are going to create the another structure inside of this one, then we need to choose this one. But now it's a single one, no need. And see, not classified and cannot be enhanced, not applicable, because 100% we need to enhance. So you can specify, can be enhanced character type, or can be enhanced character or numeric. That's your choice. But the point is what? 100% you need to provide the character like or numeric, or else character. Your choice. Within these two options only you can select anyone, because if you not select anyone, this structure can't be enhanced. If the structure can't be enhanced in future, if you wants to do any changes in the structure, okay, then you will get the problem. That's why. See, at the time of creating the table and at the time of creating the structure, 100% everybody need to provide the enhancement category. It may be character, or it may be numeric or character data. That means to see, in future you may add the numeric field. We don't know. In future you may add the character field. In future you may add the data type. We don't know, right? Whatever the field you want, to add, okay, whatever the field you want to add, that field you need to be add. When you will add means, so while creating the structure, if the structure having the enhancement category, then only you can. Okay, so provide. So click on copy. Now see here, save it, check it, activate it. Click on enter. See, this is the way of creating the structure. This is the way of creating the structure. Okay, if it's clear. See, if you know how to see, this is the way of creating the structure. If you get this structure creation, table creation also very dead easy. 80% of the table creation is completed. If you know that structure creation, 80% of the table creation is completed. So you people are clear up to this, or having any doubt?
Clear, Anil.
Brother Kamalesh and Shambhavi Garu and Uma Garu and Anusha Garu, clear?
Yes.
sir.
Clear, Anil.
Madam, Uma Garu, thank you, brother. Uma Garu, clear and
Yeah, sir.
next. Shambhavi Garu, clear and
Yes, it's clear.
yeah, Anusha Garu offline look helparu. Okay. See, and in tomorrow's class, we people will discuss how to create the table and how to insert the data into the table, and how to debug the table also we people will discuss. Okay, and we people will discuss what is the difference between the table and structure also we people will discuss. Okay. Okay, bye.
Thank you.
We'll see you
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Bye.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
Yeah, have a nice day. Bye to all.